Story time with Mr. Limata. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, you won't just start all the reading. I just can't wait to be hearing.
Good morning, and welcome to Story Time. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. So glad that we're here together. Absolutely love it. Happy Thursday to you, friends. And wherever you're joining us today, I hope that you are having yourself a wonderful, wonderful week. Thank you for being here with us. Smiles. Owen, thank you so much for joining in. Kristen, thank you so much for joining in today. Absolutely love it. Glad to see that you're here with us. And to everybody else that will be joining in, whether right now live, please let us know that you're here so we can say hi and good morning to you. Or indeed, if you're joining us later on for the recordings, let us know you are here. So indeed, we can say hi to you right here on Story Time. Thank you so much for joining in. And yeah, absolutely love it that we're here together. Happy Thursday. Thank you for joining in. And as you can see too from our opening, that is a picture of a beautiful cabin out there in Sebastopol, California. And yes, if you know where that is, it is in Sonoma County, wine country out here in California. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. I hope that your day is as beautiful as this view right now. Thank you so much for joining in today. And we do have a wonderful book that we're bringing to you to Story Time, coming back after a little bit. Yes, it was in January when we brought this one, so it's almost a full year of missing out on the CASA, but it is back. Mi casa is my home. This one coming to you from Laurenne Sala and Zara Gonzalez Hoang. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. And of course, a big thank you as well to CANDLEWICK Press for allowing us to read this wonderful material here on Story Time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And of course, welcome. I hope that you enjoy it. Yes, all are welcome. Mi casa is my home will be coming up very, very shortly. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time today. And yeah, glad that we're here together. And of course, very soon we'll be checking in and seeing who else is with us this morning, ready to enjoy a wonderful story. But before we do that too, we do have our challenge, Action for Happiness Kindness December challenge, or December Kindness Challenge. And of course, today is the 15th, and it is kind of like right in the center of the book, of the page actually, of the screen. And it says, contact an elderly neighbor and brighten up their day. And you know what? Contact anybody, contact somebody who you haven't checked in with. Just check in, let them know you're there, let them know you love them, and indeed let them know that you care. Yeah, so something to try out. I hope that this is going well for you all out there. But yeah, just some daily reminders as we go through, and I hope you've been able to download this as well so you can constantly check it and try and do all those things. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. And talking in about checking in with people, you know, it is very important that we check in on each other, and we'll talk about, you know, like sometimes how who is there for the strong, right? Who is there for those that are doing the checking in on others? So let's make sure that we're checking in on everybody. And I say this message today too because partly because thinking of what was in the news with Stephen Twitch Boss, and just sending heartfelt condolences to the family, and knowing that it's not easy, and sometimes people might look happy, and but we need to check in. Everybody needs that arm on the shoulder and just remind them that people are there for them, and that also we need to check in. So just wanted to highlight that. And then today, as we go out in the day, let us make sure that we're checking in on each other, and just checking in, just saying hello, how are you, and really try and listen to make sure that indeed we are all okay. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Absolutely appreciate each and every one of you. And I hope indeed, and I mean this, I hope that you are doing well. And I hope that this day is a good one for you. Thank you so much for joining in. Let us see this morning who is with us, ready to enjoy a wonderful story, but also remembering too that we do have special books coming up. And today we have Mi Casa is My Home coming up very shortly. And of course, to just a reminder that special mention, I'm bringing back this one because it is one that definitely needs double highlight, and we are highlighting Fred Korematsu Speaks Up. This one from Laura Atkins and Stan Yorgi. And if you check out this series, the Fighting for Justice series, powerful series indeed, and lots of conversations to be had. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. Appreciate you all. And remember too that we'll have our special guest tomorrow coming through, have our guest from Tandem Early Learning. So come in and join me and Savita Morthy, the executive director of Tandem, and we'll get to chat and talk about their work here in the Bay Area, and of course how that impacts the greater world. Thank you so much for joining in. Let us see who is with us this morning, ready to enjoy a wonderful story. Good morning to you, Miles and Owen. How are you doing today? Thank you so much for joining in. Glad you are here with us on Storytime. Christine Costa, thank you so much for joining us on Storytime. Miles, Merry Christmas to you too. Thank you so much for joining in, and appreciate that wonderful message. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it indeed. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Coming right back at you. Good morning from Erin and Clara in a chilly Massachusetts this morning. Erin's Karen toddler nickname for you is Mala. Love it, love it. Here's a twist. I'll add something to that too. Mala in Tonga and in Nyanja too, quite a few of the languages back home means stomach. So love it, love it, love it. So I'll be Mr. Stomach from now on. Good morning to you and welcome. She exclaims it whenever she hears the music. Our appreciations. Love it, love it. I'm glad that, we can connect in that way. Appreciate you. Thank you so much, Erin. Love it. Thank you for making my day. And Clara, good morning to you as well. And Tara, of course, how are you doing? I hope that your day is indeed a good one. Good morning from Sarah and Nathan out in cold and gray Illinois today. We're so thankful that Storytime brings us sunshine today. Well, I'm glad to be here with you, and I'm glad that we can be in community like this and indeed bring each other sunshine. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. Absolutely love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sarah and Nathan, Amanda West, thank you for being here. And I am glad indeed. I hope that you are well. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Good feelings all around today. Thank you so much. I definitely had a hard time yesterday after hearing the news about Twitch and just kind of, finding that strength to come through. But, this community is indeed a place of refuge. Thank you, all of you, for that. Thank you so much. Good morning, Sharon Lungo. How are you doing today? Thank you for joining in Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you. Soraya, thank you for joining us from right here in Oakland. It has been cold in the Bay, I must say. So please, as you're going out there, be sure to have your warm clothes on, boots, and also if you have extra jackets to spare, extra clothing to spare, please find out about the little places that you can go drop-offs. There are drop-offs all over town. Drop off some of those jackets and share with somebody that might not have. Thank you so much for joining in. Owen's toddler name for you is Alma. Thank you indeed. Absolutely appreciate it. Love it. Love it. Yes, acquiring more names right there. Love it. Adding on to the many so far. Thank you so much. But we have a story to read together, and I must say ahead of time, there is some Spanish in here, and I will try my very best. Please, please, do bear with me. Do bear with me indeed as we read through. Thank you so much, Owen and Kristen Coster and Miles. Appreciate it. Thank you so much for joining in. Oh, okay. Erin and Owen are weeks apart in age. Aw. Love it, love it. Thank you so much for sharing. Absolutely appreciate it. And yes, please keep those messages coming. We love it out here. Thank you. Mi casa is my home. Yes, this is our home. This is our community. And together we are better. Thank you so much for joining in. Please get ready, get cozy, get comfortable, as the story will be coming up very shortly. Mi casa is my home. This one coming to us from Laurenne Sala and illustrations by Zara Gonzalez Hoang. Yes, let's come on as Lucia shows us around. So join me on the other side of this short message when we are back for more story time. Thank you so much for being here with us today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Here we go. See you on the other side of this very short message.
Hola, my name is Shamile Sayed Mendez, and I am the author of Where Are You From, Furia, and many other books for young readers. You're watching Story Time with Mr. Limara.
Welcome back indeed, friends. Thank you so much for being here. Absolutely love it that we are here together. And of course, getting ready for our book. Thank you for being here. Mi casa is my home. This one is written by Laurenne Sala, illustrations by Zara Gonzalez Hoang. And of course, we're reading it with permission of the publishers, CANDLEWICK Press. Are you ready? All right, here we go. Familia, amor, salud. Yes, indeed. Love, family. Yes. Look at that. Maybe take some time today. Go back through those photo albums and see all those fun moments shared. Yes, indeed. Mi casa is my home. Written by Laurenne Sala, illustrations by Zara Gonzalez Hoang, and read with permission of the publishers, CANDLEWICK Press. Hi, soy Lucia. Bienvenidos a mi casa. I live here with my big, loud, beautiful family. I'm going to show you around. Oh, hi, Lucia. I can't wait for you to show us around. I'm excited. Are you excited, kids? Oh, yes. Hi, soy Lucia. Bienvenidos a mi casa. I live here with my big, loud, beautiful family. With my big, loud, beautiful familia. I am going to show you around. Where are we starting? Well, come on right here. Esta es la puerta. It's where Abuelita likes to stand and wave to the neighbors. It's where the mail carrier leaves packages from Mis Tías en Puerto Rico. Mi familia en España, filled with turrones, or dulces, or gifts for our cumples. Yes, indeed. Are you ready for some gift giving? Yes. Esta es la puerta. It is where Abuela likes to stand and wave to the neighbors. It's where the mail carrier leaves the packages from mis tías in Puerto Rico, o mi familia en España, filled with turrones or dulces or gifts for our cumples. Yes, indeed. It's a magic puerta because every time I open it, someone always comes in. Mis primos, los primos, this mis primos. Most times it's Tio Jaime or Senora Veracruz from across the way. Does your puerta do that too? Every time you open, someone comes through. Esta es la sala. It's where I build the best forts with big fat pillows and soft blankets to keep out the light. And the hermanos. Yes, they are trouble. We keep them out. Esta es la sala. It's where I build the best forts with big fat pillows and soft blankets to keep out the light. And the hermanos. Yes, indeed. Are you making any forts today? With big fat pillows and soft blankets? Doesn't that sound good? It's where I put my feet by other feet and snuggle up to Película con las tías. It's where I beat Pappy at cards and find toys in the cushions and fall asleep in a pile. Yes, indeed. Esta es la cocina. It's where I watch Mama perform milagros. She takes empty pots and turns them into soups and arroces, and on weekends, ropa vieja. Oh my goodness. Yes, esta es is it cocina or cocina? Help me out. Cocina. It's where I watch Mama perform milagros. She takes empty pots and turns them into soups and arroces. And on weekends, ropa vieja. Oh my goodness, how does she do it? Oh, yes, indeed. What's your favorite room in your house? Mm-hmm. The kitchen is top of the list for sure. Yes, indeed. Thank you. Yes, we're performing miracles here, turning empty pots into soups and arroces. It's where everyone gathers on holidays to help and talk and for Abuela as he makes his masterpiece, pavo a la española y berenjenas para mis tíos vegetarianos. Oh my goodness. And I did say, bear with me on my Spanish. If you can, I'll leave it just a little bit longer so you can read it on your own. Yes, indeed. Oh, that gathering sounds so good, doesn't it? It is where we all help and talk and for Abuelo as he makes his masterpiece. Yes. Holiday cheer, family cheer. It's where we sit at the table and pour leche condensada, tortillas, and try olives and sneak bites to our dog, Capitan. Este es el patio. It's where the trees remember me. They hold me when I am lazy or help launch me up and away when I become Superloo. Oh, yes. Watch Super Lou go. Ah, yes, indeed. I love that she's having fun everywhere, inside, outside, everywhere. And I hope it is like that for you too. Yes. It's where we all eat sandia and play tag. It's where we put on magic shows and pretend. Oh, it's where we eat sandia, play tag. It's where we put on magic shows and pretend we are ballerina pirates or chefs at a fancy restaurant. Also, we play hula hoops with even more primos. There's primos. Oh my goodness. Yes, it is more fun with the cousins, isn't it? Oh, love it. Yes, it's where we put on magic shows, where we pretend we're ballerina pirates or chefs at a fancy restaurant. What will you be today? Oh. It's where I turn the music. Muy alta para baila. Yes, turn up that volume. Dance away. It's where I turn the music. Muy alta para baila. Yes. Ah, I hope this day is full of dancing for you too. Ah, yes, indeed. Turn it up. Este es el baño. It's where I shave my barba con abuelo. Aw. And where Abuela says, sana colita de rana, whenever I get a cut on my knee, which happens a lot. Oh, fun times, Lucia. Fun times. Ah, love it. Este es cuatro de mis hermanos. It's where they tell me to keep out, but then let me in. Mi necesitan. Who else would help decide which planet is prettiest? Oh, who gets to be Tyrannosaurus Rex? Oh, yes, indeed. Lots of fun, Lucia. Lots of fun. Love it. Yes, it's where they tell me to keep out, but then let me in. Me necesitan. Who else would help decide which planet is the prettiest? Oh, who gets to be Tyrannosaurus Rex? Yes. They need me. Oh. Page now. Good. It's where we meet after fights and one of us says, Lo siento. Most of the time, it's where I sneak sometimes in the dark when I need abrazo extra. Aww. And on Saturday mornings, because brothers make the best almohadas. Yes, if I need abrazo extra, I go to my brothers. Yes, sending you lots of abrazos from here, from story time. Y esta es mi habitación. Yes, this is my abode, my habitat, my bedroom, my room. It's where I know I got taller when my hiding spots get smaller. where I teach classes to my peluches at night and hang most of my colorful obras de arte. Aw. Doesn't it look pretty? It does, doesn't it? Lots of art, Lucia. Love it. It's where Abuela puts smelly stuff on my chest when I am sick, and Papi reads me cuentos. Aw. Aw. Lots of love when Lucia is not feeling well. And cuentos to boot. Who doesn't like a good story? Oh, where I get tucked in con todos mis mejores amigos. It's where the lights get low and my eyelids close. Until I am ready to wake up again tomorrow. Yes, indeed. Aw, yes. It is where my eyelids close until I am ready to wake up again tomorrow. Ah, and mi casa with my favorite people. Ah. And I hope that your favorite people are with you at your casa right now. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Catch me on the other side of this very short message. Thank you indeed for being here with us.
Hi, my name's Christine Mitchell-Adams. I'm a mama and an artist, and I believe that books are a great way for children to have access to the arts on an everyday basis, which is why I believe that programs like Storytime with Mr. LaMotta are so important.
Welcome back. Thank you indeed for joining in, friends. Absolutely appreciate you. And I hope that you enjoyed the book that we had to read together today. Mi Casa is My Home. Yes, I love this one from Laurenne Sala and Zara Gonzalez Hoang. And of course, Candlewick Press. Thank you so much for being here with us on Storytime. Find it where you find books. Ask for it at your local library and get to enjoy it. And if you're like me, get to practice your Spanish. Thank you so much for joining in today. Absolutely appreciate you. But remember, too, that Storytime is back. And tomorrow we do have a special guest joining us tomorrow. And we'll be joined, we'll be reading A Winter Walk in the City. A Winter Walk in the City. This is a beautiful, beautiful book from Kathy Goldberg Fishman and Melanie Ho. So do join us for this one. And it is Familia's Publishing as well. So please join us tomorrow and get to enjoy this one. And get to hear from our special guest, Savita Muthi from Tandem Early Learning out here in the Bay Area. So please do join us tomorrow and get to enjoy. And we have some links to share with you, some resources to share with you as we'll be talking. So please join us and get to enjoy. And of course, as we continue to learn from each other. And remember, too, our special mention, Fred Korematsu Speaks Up, Fighting for Justice series from Laura Atkins and Stan Yogi. And this one is illustrated by Futaka Hoylett. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. Absolutely appreciate you. Let us see one more time who is with us here enjoying that lovely, lovely story. Good morning to you, Dr. Korb. Thank you so much for joining in, sending you extra love and, of course, hugs and season's greetings to you. Thank you so much for joining us. I love this story, and it's so good to hear your voice. Well, so good to hear from you, too, always. Your book library is so impressive. Thank you for counting, for continuing to bring brightness to the world. Well, thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Kolb. That means a lot to me, as you know. Yes, just appreciate you so much and love you so much. Thank you for that. Absolutely appreciate it. And of course, we continue to push each other and encourage each other. Thank you. Thank you so much. And yes, a beautiful story. I love this story. And indeed, I hope that, many kids get to have lives like this where you can laugh and run around and talk. And when you're not feeling well, you have people there to take care of you. And yes, even if you're throwing a fit, somebody is there for you all the time. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Absolutely love it. And yes, thank you, Lucia, for showing us around this morning. Thank you indeed. Owen, thank you so much for joining in. Absolutely appreciate you. And of course, Erin and Owen. Now I'm putting 2 and 2 together because it's Miles and Owen, but you say Erin and Owen are weeks apart in age. Now I'm putting it all together. I got there, Christine Costa. I got there. Oh my goodness, I got there. Thank you so much for sharing that, and good to know. Thank you indeed. I hope that you're having fun, all of you out there in Massachusetts. Thank you for joining in this morning. Absolutely appreciate you. Good morning to you, Saraya. How are you doing right here in Oakland? I hope that you do indeed have a wonderful day. I hope that it is a good day for you. Remember to carry a jacket, as it will be cold out there this morning too. Thank you so much for joining in. Sarah and Nathan, how are you doing out there in cold and gray Illinois? And thankful indeed. Well, thank you. I'm glad that you are able to bring sunshine to us too. Yes, we bring sunshine to each other. Love it. Thank you. Hugs. Thank you so much for joining in. Well, now I get it, Tara. Oh my goodness. Yes, I got there eventually. Thank you. Yes, good to know. I love it. Good morning to you one more time. Erin, Clara, Miles, and Owen. Thank you so much for joining in, and glad we're here. Yes, indeed. I love it. Thank you so much. Glad to make the connection. Thank you so much for joining us. Absolutely appreciate it. Yes, and my new name. My new name too. I love it. Mr. Mala, yes. Good morning to you, Erin and Clara, one more time. And of course, Tara McNamara. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. This has been Storytime for today. This has been Storytime for this wonderful Thursday morning. I hope that wherever you are doing well. I hope that indeed we take time to check in on each other. And as we are looking at our challenge for this week, then yes, some tasks for us to do, but fun indeed and very important. And today is the 15th, and it mentions there, it says, contact an elderly neighbor and brighten up their day. Yes, indeed. Contact somebody and brighten up their day. I've been contacted by so many of you today, and my day gets brighter and brighter. So thank you so much for doing that. Absolutely appreciate you. Thank you, Dr. Cole. Thank you to you, Tara McNamara. Thank you to you, Erin, Clara. Thank you to you, Owen and Miles. Thank you to you, Amanda, West, Sarah, and Nathan. Thank you, Christine Costa. Appreciate you, Sharon Lungo, and everybody else that was here with us. And of course, if you're joining us later on for the recordings, please enjoy them and let us know you were here. We send you love. Happy holidays, and have a wonderful time with your family. Please don't forget to join us tomorrow. We're going on a winter walk, and we'll be right here on Storytime. So come on out and get ready to go on a walk with us. This has been Storytime. Much love from me. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. And thank you for the wonderful submission to today. Our beautiful picture is out there in Sebastopol, California. Thank you so much for joining us. If you've not been up the coast, north coast of California, please take a moment and go there. It is stunning. It is beautiful. Thank you so much for being here with us. May your days be filled with love. Much love from me. Bye-bye.
Story time with Mr. Limata. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely. Won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, you won't just start all the reading. I just can't wait to be hearing. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing. Brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing.